Unit 4 Bepin Choudhury's Lapse of Memory. Question answers from Class 8, Subject English, Book Honeydew. Comprehension 1, Question answers, page 58. Question 1. Why did the man stare at Bepin Babu in disbelief? Answer. According to Parimal Ghosh, he met Bepin Babu at Ranchi in 1958. He got confused and stared at Bepin Babu in disbelief as the latter failed to recognize him and understood that Bipin had a memory lapse of his stay in Ranchi. Question 2. Where did Bipin Babu say he went in October 58? Answer. Bipin Babu said that he went to Kanpur in October 58 and spent the puja with a friend. Question 3. Mention any 3 or more things that Parimal Ghosh knew about Bipin Babu. Answer. Given below are a few things that Parimal Ghosh knew about Bipin Babu. First, Bipin Babu had a fall in Hudru and injured his right knee. Second, Bipin Babu stayed in a bungalow at Ranchi, and as he wasn't so fond of hotel food and he preferred to have his meals cooked by a bawarchi. Third, he did not have any children. Bipin Babu lost his wife 10 years ago and his only brother had died of insanity. Comprehension 2, Question Answers, page 61. Question 1. Why did Bipin Babu worry about what Parimal Ghosh had said? Answer. Bipin Babu was surprised that Parimal Ghosh knew a lot of his personal details. He was aware of Bipin's leg injury, bag of books, his wife's death, and his brother's insane behavior. After hearing so many details from that man, Bipin Babu felt with conviction that there was no valid reason for Parimal to lie about his trip to Ranchi. This made him wonder if he really had a temporary memory loss about his visit to Ranchi. Question 2. How did he try to decide who was right, his memory or Parimal Ghosh? Answer. Bipin Babu was really worried after his encounter with Parimal Ghosh, who adamantly claimed to have known him since 1958 during his visit to Ranchi. Besides, when Bipin Babu checked the injury on his right knee, he realized he had no memory of this injury. Hence, to solve the confusing puzzle about his Ranchi visit, Bipin Babu decided to contact Dinesh Mukherjee to check if the latter remembered the incidents that happened in 1958. This is the only way he felt all his doubts and confusion could be clarified. Question 3. Why did Bipin Babu hesitate to visit Mr. Mukherjee? Why did he finally decide to phone him? Answer. Initially, Bipin Babu hesitated to visit Mr. Mukherjee because he was afraid of Dinesh's ruthless sarcasm that he might need to face. He rather ignored whatever details that Parimal divulged in the bookstore and regarded all as false. Nonetheless, the thought of how Parimal Ghosh knew so many of his personal details troubled him, and he decided to finally check with Mr. Mukherjee for clarity. Hence, he decided to contact Mr. Mukherjee over call to avoid embarrassment right on his face. Question 4. What did Mr. Mukherjee say? Did it comfort Bipin Babu or add to his worries? Answer. Mr. Mukherjee quickly checked his diary and confirmed both he and Bipin Babu had visited Ranchi in October 1958. This confirmation put Bipin Babu in a fix and he was unable to figure out why and how come he didn't have any memory of his Ranchi visit. Comprehension 3, Question Answers, page 64. Question 1. Who was Chunni Lal? What did he want from Bipin Babu? Answer. Chunni Lal was Bipin Babu's schoolmate. He had been having a rough time lately and had been coming to see Bipin Babu to help him find a job. Bipin Babu knew he could not do much to help Chunni Lal. However, Chunni Lal kept turning up often at his house like a bad penny. Question 2. Why was Dr. Chanda puzzled? What was unusual about Bipin Babu's loss of memory? Answer. Dr. Chanda became puzzled after listening to Bipin Babu's lapse of memory. He mentioned that this medical condition was typically outside his field of experience. Bipin Babu's case was a little complex because he remembered everything related to his past except for his Ranchi visit. Hence, Dr. Chanda suggested him to visit Ranchi to try recollecting any bygone incident that might remind him of the past. Comprehension 4 Question Answers, page 66. Question 1. Had Bipin Babu really lost his memory and forgotten all about a trip to Ranchi? Answer. Perhaps no. Bipin Babu didn't have any lapse of memory or forgotten all about a trip to Ranchi. From the letter sent by Chunni Lal, it was evident that he played a trick on Bipin Babu, who didn't help him to get a job. Question 2. Why do you think Chunni Lal did what he did? Chunni Lal says he has no money. What is it that he does have? Answer. Chunni Lal had plotted the entire incident because Bipin Babu never helped him to get a decent job and he was completely penniless. As Bipin Babu never helped him, he wanted to punish him by rekindling a haunting memory of his fall near Hudru at Ranchi. Chunni Lal might not have a job or money, but he had a strong imaginative power which he felt would help him to fight the ill phase of his career. Hence, he wrote a novel which was being considered by a publisher and he was hopeful that it would give him a source of income. Working with the text, question 1. The author describes Bipin Babu as a serious and hard-working man. What evidence can you find in the story to support this? Answer. Bipin Babu was described as a serious and hard-working man. He was working daily in his office. It was a big firm and he was doing a responsible job. He had been associated with this firm for the past 25 years and had a reputation for being a tireless and conscientious worker. Question 2. Why did Bipin Babu change his mind about meeting Chunni Lal? What was the result of this meeting? Answer. Chunni Lal would often come to visit Bipin Babu to request him for help in getting a job, but Bipin Babu refused to meet him. However, that day he changed his mind and decided to meet Chunni Lal and inquire of him if the latter remembers about his Ranchi visit. However, Chunni Lal confirmed about Bipin Babu's visit to Ranchi. Hearing this, Bipin Babu, in a puzzled state, decided to consult a specialist doctor and get treatment for his memory loss. Question 3. Bipin Babu lost consciousness at Hudru Falls. What do you think was the reason for this? Answer. Bipin Babu lost consciousness at Hudru Falls as he realized this was the final place which would help him to recollect his memory of his previous visit to Ranchi in 1958. However, he couldn't recollect a single incident and soon fell down beside a boulder near Hudru and broke his hip by accident. Question 4. How do you think Bipin Babu reacted when he found out that Chunni Lal had tricked him? Answer. When Bipin Babu found out that he was tricked by Chunni Lal, he was filled with remorse for not helping Chunni in his time of need. He regretted refusing to help Chunni Lal and realized that he had indeed become a victim of forgetfulness as he had forgotten the real meaning of friendship at the time of his affluence. Working with language, first look at these two sentences. He had to buy at least 5 books to last him through the week. Bipin had to ask Chunni to leave. Had to is used to show that it was very important or necessary for Bipin Babu to do something. He had no choice. We can also use have to, has to in the same way. Fill in the blanks below using had to, have to, has to. Answer. First, I have to cut my hair every month. Second, we had to go for swimming lessons last year. Third, she has to tell the principal the truth. Fourth, they had to take the baby to the doctor. Fifth, we have to complain to the police about the noise. Sixth, Romit had to finish his homework before he could come out to play. Seventh, I had to repair my cycle yesterday. So friends, you can note them down. Second, here are a few idioms that you will find in the story. Look for them in the dictionary in the following way. First, arrange them in the order in which you would find them in a dictionary. Clue. An idiom is usually listed under the first noun, verb, adjective or adverb in it. Ignore articles or prepositions in the idiom. To help you, we have put in bold the word under which you must look for the idiom in the dictionary. First, at, from, close quarters. Close adjective. Answer. This means stay nearby or close by. Second, break into a smile. This means to smile suddenly. Third, carry on. This means to continue with some task or work. Fourth, have a clean record. This means to have a clean conduct or track record. Fifth, beat about the bush. This means to make rough guesses without proper knowledge. Third, study the sentences in the columns below. Column A, I saw this movie yesterday. Bipin Babu worked here for a week last year. Chunni Lal wrote to a publisher last week. I visited Ranchi once long ago. Column B, I have seen this movie already. Bipin Babu has worked here since 2003. Chunni Lal has written to a publisher. I have visited Ranchi once before. Compare the sentences in the two columns, especially the verb forms. Answer the following questions about each pair of sentences. First, which column tells us that Bipin Babu is still working at the same place? Answer column B. Second, which column suggests that Chunni Lal is now waiting for a reply from the publisher? Answer column A. Third, which column suggests that the person still remembers the movie he saw? Answer column B. Fourth, which column suggests that the experience of visiting Ranchi is still fresh in the speaker's mind? Answer column B. Fourth, given below are jumbled sentences. Working in groups, rearrange the words in each sentence to form correct sentences. You will find that each sentence contains an idiomatic expression that you have come across in the lesson. Underline the idiom and write down its meaning. Then use your dictionary to check the meaning. One sentence has been worked out for you as an example. Jumbled sentence. Answer. The car seemed to have vanished into thin air. Idiom. Vanished into thin air means disappeared or vanished in a mysterious way. First, answer. Stop beating about the bush and tell me what you want. Idiom. Beating about the bush means to avoid coming to the main point and talk vaguely. Second, answer. If you don't pay attention to the announcement, you might board the wrong train. Idiom. Pay attention means to listen carefully. Third, answer. The villagers tried to pin the crime on the young woman. Idiom. Pin the crime means to place the blame or responsibility of a crime and implicate it on a wrong person. Fourth, answer. Bipin Babu loved telling people that he was under doctor's orders to eat early. Idiom. Under doctor's orders means to follow someone's instructions. Fifth, answer. The teacher raised his eyebrows when the students said that they had revised all their lessons. Idiom. Raised his eyebrows means to express surprise or doubt. Next, speaking and writing. Question 1. What do you think happened after Bipin Babu came to know the truth? Was he angry with this friend for playing such a trick on him? Or do you think he decided to help a friend in need? Answer. When Bipin Babu came to know the truth of how Chunni Lal tricked him, he was ashamed and filled with remorse combined with a mixed feeling of anger for not helping Chunni when he would come to him asking for help. Bipin Babu was angry with Chunni Lal for his ill health. However, he was also happy to know that he didn't suffer any memory loss whatsoever. Soon after, he realized that he had indeed become a victim of forgetfulness by forgetting the real purpose of friendship due to his affluence. Bipin Babu learned a lesson from this incident and he decided to always help a friend in need going forward. Second, imagine you are Bepin Choudhury. You have received Chunni Lal's letter and feel ashamed that you did not bother to help an old friend down on his luck. Now you want to do something for him. Write a letter to Chunni Lal promising to help him soon. Answer. Chunni Lal, Kolkata, 8th April 2025. Dear Chunni Lal, I received your letter and read it carefully. I completely understand why you are upset with me, and you are right to feel that way. I feel deeply ashamed for not extending a helping hand when you clearly needed support. It was wrong of me to ignore the troubles of an old friend. Your words have made me reflect on my actions, and I want to sincerely apologize for my insensitivity. I now realize the importance of standing by those who have stood by us in the past. Please let me know how I can be of help to you, whether it's recommending you for a job or offering financial support. I am ready to assist you in any way possible. It would genuinely be a matter of great satisfaction for me if I could do something meaningful for you. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Yours sincerely, Bipin Choudhury. Or, a prank is a childish trick. Do you remember any incident when someone played a prank on you or your friends? Describe the prank in a paragraph. Answer. One day at school, my friend Rahul played a funny prank on me during lunch break. He told me that our math teacher was calling me urgently to the staff room. I rushed there nervously, thinking I had done something wrong. When I reached, the teacher was surprised and said she hadn't called me at all. I walked back, only to find my friends laughing. Rahul then showed me a fake message he had written on a piece of paper to trick me. Although we all laughed a lot and had fun, it was a harmless prank, and now it's one of our funniest memories. Friends, we have completed all the question answers from chapter Bipin Chaudhury's Lapse of Memory. If you like the video, kindly like it and share it with your friends. You can support me with channel membership and super thanks. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.